So I was getting a COVID test, and the COVID nurse said to me, "Have you had a sudden change in taste?" And I said, "Why, no. I've been dressing this way for years." Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Irish stew.
Irish stew who?
Irish stew in the name of the law. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Irish stew.
Irish stew who?
Irish stew, a happy St. Patrick's Day. So last St. Patrick's Day, as you probably remember, that was just about the night when they were closing everything down. So Lorna went out last St. Patrick's Day, and she knew it was going to be her last hurrah for a while, and you could say she really had a good time. She really had some things to drink. And so she took a bus home. And I know that doesn't sound like a big deal, but Lorna had never driven a bus before. And the best St. Patrick's joke of all, what's green and sits outside? Patio or furniture?
Hi, I'm Sheila Bingaman, and I'm going to show you how to make St. Patrick's Day shortbread cookies. And you're here in my kitchen to do this. So, first things first, you don't need to write all these ingredients down. I'll show you the recipe at the end, so don't need to worry about that. But preheat your oven to 350 degrees. It's preheating. So, 1 cup sugar, 3 sticks of butter. This is not a low cholesterol cookie by any means. So 3 sticks of butter. And you might be able to get that out of there. Make sure the butter is at room temperature. Okay, cream the butter and sugar together. By the way, use a really big bowl, otherwise you're going to get batter all over your kitchen. I've done that multiple times. So, a big bowl. Okay, that's pretty well creamed. Now, you need to get a spatula here. The secret ingredient, I like a lime flavor, a citrus flavor in this cookie. So, this is a generous, very generous, ½ tablespoon of fresh lime zest. Be sure to use fresh lime zest because otherwise it just doesn't taste the same. And green food coloring. To get a nice green color, you're going to need to be fairly generous with the food coloring. So, scrape down the sides here. And off we go with the beaters again. Okay, there I'm going to show you, see how nice and green that is. You can use less food coloring if you like, but be sure to put plenty of lime zest in, or if you prefer lemon zest. So, we've got our food coloring in. Now, you all knew what your grandma meant when she said, put in a pinch of salt. Literally 1 pinch. Let me get rid of this stuff. The only other thing you need is 2½ cups of flour. I like to add it 1 cup at a time, otherwise you have too much of a tendency to wear the flour. So 2.5 cups of flour. Okay, this is my last half cup. You can tell that the measurements aren't exact, but that's about what you need. This was adopted from a recipe a good friend of mine in Scotland gave me, and Americanized somewhat. So here you go, that's your basic batter. You know, it's not very liquid at this point in time, nor should it be. Just give the bowl another scrape to make sure. And it's ready to be rolled out. Excellent. Now, I like to use an oversized cutting board. If you've got a good surface to roll things out on, marvelous. I like the cutting board for easy cleanup. Sprinkle your cutting board or your surface with plenty of flour. And I only work with about half the dough at a time. Don't forget to sprinkle the top. Because of the amount of butter that you've got in this mixture, you do not need to do anything more to line or do anything to your cookie pan. Just go ahead and do it. Sprinkle it, roll it out to where it's a fairly decent thickness cookie, not real thin, because if you get them too thin, they're going to burn too easily. And off you go. 350-degree oven for 10 to 12 minutes. I always check my cookies at 10 minutes because they burn easily. When they even start to turn the slightest color brown, pull them out of the oven because they'll burn too easily. Okay, we'll be back in a couple of minutes once these cookies have baked. It's been 10 minutes that our cookies have been in, so let's just pull them out and check them, and perfect. They are just, as you can see, a few of the thinner ones are just starting to brown.
Oh yeah, okay.
And that's when you want to pull them out, get them out of the oven. Have your next tray ready to go. Because you're going to end up making 5 or 6 dozen cookies. I generally have to go for 4 trays worth of cookies. So let those cool right there in the pan for just a couple of minutes. Now meanwhile, I'm going to show you how to finish off the cookies. These are some that I baked in cute little shamrock shakes. By the way, that's our dog Lily waiting for a cookie. She doesn't get these, but cute little shamrock shakes. I like to sprinkle them with a little bit of sugar on top, just a little bit. Now for St. Patrick's Day, of course, I have green sugar. Simple combination. You can either buy sanding sugar at the grocery store or just a 1/4 cup of sugar, some green food coloring, mix it together with your finger, then you got it. So just lightly sprinkle. Wait till they cool just a little bit. You don't want to put a lot of sugar on them because the butter really is the taste the taste and the lime. So there you go. Just sprinkle a little bit, and that's it. Let them cool completely on your cookie rack, and then put them in a sealed container. They keep literally 2 to 4 weeks. I've sent them to the East Coast with the mails taking 6 weeks to get to the East Coast. They still arrived in perfect shape and perfectly good. So for Christmas I do that. So that's it, real simple recipe. And in a few minutes we're going to show you the actual recipe written out. But in the meantime, I would like to thank my great videographer, my sister Mary, who has been doing this, okay? And her assistant, Lily, who is waiting for a cookie. Aren't you, honey? Thanks, and happy St. Patrick's Day, everybody.
It's my pleasure to introduce my friend Muriel Pimble, who is going to share some Irish songs with us today. I asked Muriel if she had any Irish blood, and she said not a drop, but she does enjoy St. Patrick's Day. I asked Muriel how long she's been singing, and she said at least since high school. She minored in music in college, and she and I have been making music at our church for a long time together. So it's my pleasure to introduce Muriel Pimble.
Sure, it's like the dawn of spring. crushed